One thing that DC Comics is really good at is taking some obscure one-note total joke of a character and turn them into the most artful and thought-provoking characters imaginable. That's why today I wanted to talk about two Batman villains who started off as a joke but ironically became symbols of hard work and overcoming hardship and trauma. Enter Killermoth and Kiteman. Two useless henchmen who nobody was taking them serious and they never did anything significant. One was so obsessed with Batman he had his own Mothmobile and his moth cave, even named it after himself. And the other one was just really into kites, I guess, and liked to say hell yeah as his catchphrase. But what if I tell you this green-wearing hell yeah saying goofball had one of the greatest redemption stories that I've ever read in a comic book story. But before I tell you more about his story, I really want to give a shout out to this guy who gave me the idea to make this video. And I would really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, and even if you like this video, it would really mean a lot to us. Thanks a lot to every single one of you. Let's continue with this video. As I said before, Kiteman's always been written as a joke. Even in Batman the Brave and the Bold, his only motivation was to be the most famous kite-related person in history.
I'll be the most famous kite-related person in history.
I mean, like, really? Is this all you want in your life? To be the most kite-related person? What? He also had kind of an important role in the Harley Quinn show, but I wasn't originally gonna talk about it since pretty much most of the characters on that show were like a parody version of themselves. But after rewatching the show, I changed my mind since he's a joke to almost everyone, but Kiteman takes it on the chin and strives to be the best person that he can be. And when he realizes Ivy cheated on him with Harley, he calls off the wedding knowing that she wouldn't be happy with him. And the fact that Kiteman puts the need of those who he cares for in front of himself just shows what a person he actually is. But let's focus on the story that actually made Kiteman shine and gave him a proper character development. And that story is DC Rebirth Comics' War of Jokes and Riddles. The story gave him a tragic backstory, gave him a good motivation, even made his iconic hell yeah line make sense. I really recommend you actually read the story, but if you don't have the time, long story short, he got himself involved with the Joker, got kidnapped by Riddler, had to risk his life, Riddler killed his son, he became the Kiteman, got arrested, and got recruited by Batman again to take down the Joker, helped saving Batman's life, and ultimately got justice for his son's death. Even though he got knocked out by Riddler at the end of the story, the fact that he could outplay a man who thought Kiteman was a complete joke, the man who considered himself the smartest man in Gotham, is saying something about Kiteman's character. And in the City of Pain story, he acts as a guardian for Gotham villains against Thomas Wayne, because he knows if he can change for the better, all villains should have the chance, and to me that is the true measure of a hero. And speaking of becoming a guardian for villains, there was another man who wanted to be a guardian but failed to do so. Killermoth always wanted to be recognized as Batman's arch nemesis, but he lacked the making of a supervillain. He once tried to put on a team of misfits, that failed, tried to go after other heroes, that failed. He even tried to adopt the fake personality of a millionaire, Cameron Van Cleer, and took a bunch of loans that could never pay back, and ultimately that one failed as well. But as a great man once said, life isn't about winning or losing, it's about getting up and trying again. And after many tries, Killermoth finally found what he was missing. In Gotham City Villains Anniversary Giant Issue 1, we see that Dory, aka Killermoth, has taken a completely different approach to his lifestyle thanks to an advice that he got from Harley Quinn. So now he no longer sees Batman as an obstacle on his path, but a meal ticket cause someone's gotta pick up the hundreds of dollars falling on the streets or the missing paintings after a thwarted museum heist. And he even admitted that it's not a glamorous life for him, but he knows that he'll never be one of the greats, but he's happy that his life means something and he has something to look forward to. And if he's happy with his life, that means he's miles ahead of Batman and Joker in those regards. For a while, I thought that that was the perfect way for Killermoth to go out. He found his purpose, became a happy man, everything was great. Until I read the Joker Who Stopped Laughing comic, and oh boy, does he get a glow up in that story. He even saved Joker's life from Manhunter and essentially kind of became Joker's right hand man. I also love the approach that they made him a criminal who isn't truly evil instead of making him this useless joke of a character, and I really hope they make more stories revolved around this character. Even though characters like Kiteman and Killermoth never had major roles, seeing that they have these amount of huge fan bases makes you wonder when they're gonna get a proper adaptation that most people are looking for. And that's basically my opinion on these two characters. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, tell me your thoughts in the comments below, and that's it, I'm out.